Shalom, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Kakwadash, double honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone that taught us His truth. Peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful Akim, teaching and preaching His truth with all righteousness and sincerity. This is Akal Wasat. Today's lesson is entitled, This is Why This Truth is Only for the Elect. The Lord willing you be edified through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, the true names of the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son. And as always, the sit-downs, the lessons, the street speaking is for the remnant, the elect, the Israel, the Most High, and to you as the gospel preached. So at this week's street speaking, we had a guy come up, said that he was in the truth. I don't know what group. We didn't ask him what group he was a part of, but he said he got out of it, and then he began to speak about how we all come from the Moors and so on and so forth. And when we were bringing out, precepts, he wanted, can you give me a precept on that? Can you give me a precept on that? What about Nate? What's wrong with Nate having money and being rich and all this and all that? And, over the years of us out there teaching and preaching through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and learning from the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, our teachers, we understand that it doesn't matter what you do, what you say, how much history you bring out, how many precepts you bring out. If this truth isn't for you, meaning the Lord didn't predestinate you from the foundation of the earth to repent and convert and worship the true power of the last days, then it doesn't matter what we do, man. At the end of the day, this truth is for a remnant, all right, which is a small portion of the children of Israel, all right? So I'm going to play a little bit of this, pull some precepts, and Lord willing, be edifying.
So we going to the apocrypha, a book that not everybody had. Yeah, but it's
questioning the books we bringing out. You see the simple ass look he got on his face, right? The Apocrypha is a part of the Bible. The original King James 1611 has the Apocrypha right in the middle of it. The Apocrypha, the word Apocrypha, Salakia, means sent away, hidden. The APO means in the Greek sent, and in Krapha means the hid. It means hidden. So it's sent away, hidden. It was a part of the Bible for 274 years until the Bible destruction group snatched the Apocrypha out of the Bible. And the individuals that did that, those were Catholics, Catholic theologians. You understand? And the Apocrypha has the missing link, which it goes into the Greek Empire. When you go into Daniel the 7th chapter and Daniel the 2nd chapter, it speaks about the third beast in Daniel the 7th chapter, which is the Greek Empire, right? And then in the Daniel the 2nd chapter, it speaks about the thighs of brass, all right? That's the Greek Empire. And we get that history in the Apocrypha. And then our Lord Yahushua, he kept the Feast of Dedication. That history goes back to the Apocrypha. And then there's sayings in the Ecclesiasticus and Second Esdras that Yahushua quoted from, So we can run parallels all day on how valid the Apocrypha is, but if you're not predestinated from the foundation of the earth to receive this gospel, this everlasting gospel, this glad tidings, the comforter, the spirit of truth, all right, the testimony of Yahushua, then you're going to look just like this guy, dumbfounded and confounded. So let's play a little more. And see, when you destroyed in the spirit and you have no comeback, this is how you look. This is the look of defeat. Smirk on your face, looking to the side, arms crossed. And he was very emotional. You could tell he was raised by his grandmother, his mother, and his neighbors that were women. You understand?
Go online and look up the 1611. This has
first and foremost, the Lord Yahweh Shai, you believe in the New Testament?
I believe in all the testaments.
Okay, so when the Lord, he believe in all the testaments. You know, it's only two. And when you put them on the hot seat, see, they want to come up and give us, they want to challenge us and give us questions and bring certain things to our attention. But then when we put them on a hot seat, they're lost and confounded. And that's how Yahushua was doing when he was on the scene. When scribes and Pharisees was coming up to him, they was questioning him, and Yahushua was throwing questions right back at their ass. And they was confounded. And that same thing happens when we out there. So let's continue on. Spoke about the Feast of Dedication. The Feast of Dedication goes back to what history?
To the Old Testament.
Okay. Now here it is. Here it is. He's saying that and he just took a wild guess. All right. And I don't have confirmation, but when he said the Old Testament, he probably was talking about something in the law. All right. He wasn't talking about the Apocrypha, because if he was talking about the Apocrypha, then he wouldn't have any problems with us bringing it out.
Where? Exactly where? I'm not sure.
In the Apocrypha. See? Defeated.
Only thing I know about the Apocrypha, only thing I can say about the Apocrypha, and that's the only reason why I'm saying we just stay with the Bible, because I know that
This is the Bible. The Apocrypha is the Bible.
Listen to me. You know what I'm saying, bro. You know what I'm saying when I'm saying.
I know, but see, this is that emotional shit. This is that female black woman emotional shit right here. He's saying, let's stick to the Bible. The Apocrypha is a part of the Bible. What do you mean, stick to the Bible? Correctly, bro. See, he was hurt. You know, we knew what he was saying, stick to the Bible, but the Apocrypha is a part of the Bible. See, they think the Apocrypha is just some separate book that's just, Esau separated the books, right? And as you see, Yakal, the beloved brother Yakal, he's going to pull out a Bible with the Apocrypha in it, and he's going to, and this guy, this emotional guy, is going to be confounded.
You know what I'm saying.
I know, but we got, you know what you're saying, but we're correct.
This is what I'm saying. I know that book. I know that part of the Apocrypha is real.
See, then he's just all over the place. He's saying that he know that the Apocrypha is real, but then when we go into the Apocrypha, he like, nah, don't go into it, go into the Bible. And look at this guy. You know? Look at this damn guy. Let me take a picture of that. We're going to make that the thumbnail.
Everything in that Apocrypha is real. So why can't we go into the Bible? Because I want to see it out the Bible. Out the same normal Bible that everybody uses. So that's the normal Bible, right?
So now he's finna get confounded through the Spirit, right? So this is the Holy Bible, King James 1611. When you go to the middle of it, you have the Apocrypha. The Apocrypha is in the middle of the Old Testament and the New Testament.
And it's representative for the time that's missing, but we want to read captivity, but you don't find the whole.
Notice his disposition and our disposition. You know, we calm, cool, collected. You know, and then they come up to us with all this rah-rah, overly emotional, all over the place, pointing, spitting out their mouth.
That's why I say Alexander the Great is in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know. Right. Okay. It's the same book. They took it out. The books we got is that line. Yeah.
So, here go a precept. Ecclesiastes. And we're going to leave it at that. But, see, when we go to Titus, which this one is an epistle that Apostle Paul wrote to Titus. And here in the 10th verse, no, is it the 10th verse? Let's see. The 15th verse says, unto the pure, which is the elect, the remnant, the Israel, the Most High. All things are pure. So whether we going into the New Testament, the Old Testament, the Apocrypha, the word to the Most High is pure. Ain't no disputing on, oh, well, just only going to the Bible, which the Apocrypha is a part of the Bible, right? So what he is saying is basically the Apocrypha isn't pure. I want to hear it just out of the regular Bible that everybody has. But just because everybody doesn't have a Bible with the Apocrypha in it doesn't discredit the Apocrypha. So Titus 1:15, unto the pure, the elect, all things are pure, all the writings. But unto them that are defiled, polluted, not of the elect, and unbelieving, is nothing pure. So what he is basically saying, and he don't even need to say it verbatim, it's his actions, this is behavior. Yahushua said a tree may be known by its fruit. The fruit is the behavior, the actions, the characteristics, the things that they yield forth. So what he was yielding forth was disbelief in the Apocrypha, and then he turned around and say, "Oh yeah, I know the Apocrypha. It got Alexander the Great in it and all that." Well, why are you got your panties all in a bunch when we go into the Apocrypha to bring out precepts? It says, "But unto them that are defiled and unbelieving, those who aren't of the elect, is nothing pure, but even their mind and conscience is defiled." So his mind is seared with a hot iron, because as you continue on watching the street speaker, he goes into saying how he got out of the Israelite teachings. He's a Moor now. Moors got the truth. We all come from the Moors. And then it was a random guy that came up. And just wanted us to pray for him. But we asked him shit. We don't know if this dude is a believer or not. And this guy was just a character, man. He's bugged out. He clearly got spirits on him. Look at him. Right? So let's see what it says.
Yes, I said you did. Yeah, this is what we think, because we believe that we got 100% truth. Said pray for me. Okay. Well, do you know do you believe he's Israelite? It shouldn't matter if he's Israelite or not.
You see, there go the Phyllis. It doesn't matter if he's an Israelite or not. So we supposed to be out there praying for people who hate the true depiction of the Lord, hate the truth, all right, so on and so forth. We're supposed to be praying for people that's completely contrary. And then we brought out, can two walk together, at least they be agreed. We're not just praying for random strangers that just walk up just asking for prayer. This truth is for the believers, the true believers of the things that's written in the scripts, including the prophecies. You know what I mean? But let's continue on.
Amos 3:3. You gotta walk together, bro. You can't just pray for anybody.
Yeah, like the brother said, you gotta walk together. You gotta be in the same mind. You gotta believe in the same things. You gotta pray to the same God. All right? We don't just be praying for random individuals that's coming up requesting for prayer.
Yeah, you got a zeal, but it's not according to knowledge. You got to get the breath of life in you to understand. But I still believe he wants somebody to pray for him. Okay, well, you pray for him then.
Then we put him on a hot seat. You pray for him, bro.
Pray for him? Yeah, he asked y'all to pray for him. But you're defending him. But he asked y'all to pray for him. Okay, but we only dealing with those that are of the elect, the true believers. You don't believe in the doctrine. Yeah. Oh, okay. All right, now. Have a good one, man. Amos 3:3. Walk together.
Yeah, he got emotional and walked off. So, once again, Titus 1:15, unto the pure all things are pure, but unto them that are defiled and unbelieving, he was an unbeliever, is nothing pure. Anything that we brought out, anything that we say isn't going to be pure to these people because they're defiled, they're unbelieving. Even their mind and conscience is defiled, so they're not right in the mind. That guy wasn't right in the mind, and he had spirits and demons on him. And let's go to Isaiah 10. And shalom to the beloved brother, GMS Virgin Island Straight Gate. Shalom, you put a precept, Jeremiah 7:16. Therefore pray not thou for this people, neither lift up a cry nor prayer for them, neither make intercession to me, for I will not hear thee. And Jeremiah, he was a Levite, and he was going to bring these prophecies to Israelites. And when Jeremiah was faced with persecution, because they wanted to do away with Jeremiah, you know what I mean? You had Hananiah the prophet. When you read in Jeremiah the 28th chapter, he was saying, look, the Lord has broken the yoke of the king of Babylon, and we're going to be good in the next couple of years. And Jeremiah was like, look, we finna be under these Babylonians for 70 years. You know what I mean? And they was hating Jeremiah, you know? So, as it says here in Jeremiah 7:16, therefore pray not for this people. And we apply that today. We're not praying for people that's coming contrary to the spirit of truth. All right, we're not praying for people that hasn't repented, converted, and worshiped the true power that identify with them being an Israelite. We're not praying for them. Neither lift up cry nor prayer for them, neither make intercession to me, for I will not hear thee. So the Lord ain't going, ain't dealing with nobody that's outside this truth and righteousness, so we follow that same temperament. All right. So here in Thwada for the precept, brother, this is Isaiah chapter 10, verse 20. It says, and it's entitled, A Remnant Will Return. That's who all we worried about. It says, and it shall come to pass in that day, whenever you come across this phrase, it's speaking about future prophecy, and this is the time period that we're in now, that the remnant of Israel and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob, because you have the Israel, the Most High, and then you have the 2/3. The 2/3 is going to get cut off and die. Shall no more again stay upon him that smote them, which Esau, Edom, has smote the children of Israel in these times. And when you go into this word stay, means to lean on or support. We're not going to lean on Esau, Edom. Now, right now, we're not leaning on Esau, Edom's breakdowns of the Bible, his religions, his philosophy, so on and so forth. But it will come a time where we're going to have to detach from this system and really depend on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. It says, but shall stay upon Yahweh, the Holy One of Israel, in truth. So the elect, the remnant, the Israel, the Most High, is going to stay upon Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua in truth. Okay, the remnant shall return, even the remnant of Jacob, unto the Almighty. So that's all who we're out there to preach this gospel to. Individuals that come up with their feelings and emotions, trying to challenge us, trying to have us not to go into the Apocrypha and all these different things. We're not dealing with that type of energy. And, we keep our, disposition. We stay calm, cool, and collected, and let them get emotional and make videos about them. All right. See something real quick. Yeah, that was pretty much it. And he walked off. So I'm going to leave it at that. Oh, you know what? I got one more precept, Romans. Romans 7. Wait, hold on. 1 second. Election. But the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's see. Romans 11 and 7. And this is entitled, Israel is not cast away. And this whole chapter goes into the Israelites. All right. The branch that's grafted back in, those are the Israelite foreigners that's coming back to their nationality. All right. Romans, and this was an epistle by Apostle Paul to the Israelites that was scattered in Rome. Romans 11:7. What then? Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for, because we have a spirit in us to seek for truth. Now, depending on how the Lord set, your lot up, you're either going to get the truth or you're going to be bugged out into some other type of philosophy. And if the Lord don't have mercy on you, he is not going to pull you out of that shit. Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election have obtained it. Obtained what? The 100% truth. The understanding of the things that's written in the scripts by way of teachers. When you read in James, the first chapter, it speaks about receiving the engrafted word, which is able to save your soul. So you have to receive it from somebody. All right. And when you read Jeremiah 3:15, the Lord said he will send pastors according to his heart that will feed us with knowledge and understanding. But the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded. So this guy that was on here, he was just one that was blinded. And we gave him some balance. We said, hey, if the Lord don't pull you out of that more science, philosophy, and have mercy on you and bring you back to the fold, then you're going to get destroyed. You're going to see your kids destroyed, your women destroyed, and then you're going to get destroyed. And he shrugged his shoulders and said, oh, well. So that's his attitude in regards to the judgment of the Lord. So I'm going to leave it at that. Lord willing, it was edifying through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, the true names of the Heavenly Father and his only begotten Son. And double honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone that taught us truth. Shalom, Akim. Stay strong.